Yo, what up, Rick? What's going down? Safe. Hope you're having a good night. What's up? How goes the bulk? We're having a little, probably having some fun talks today, possibly. It's going good overall, but definitely think we're going to be making some changes here soon, more than likely. But I have a bunch of like not set sorted stuff, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. It's just kind of set sorting some more stuff. What up, Bronze? T Smitty, what's going on, dude? It's gonna be maybe I could probably zoom this in a little bit. I don't know if you're gonna really be able to see much, but we're basically just set sorting. So card cam, configure video, reap. That's a little better. Yeah. What you guys got going on this fine Monday? Reject pile. Surging sparks. Man, I gotta get this light, my lights fixed. So, can't see anything. Mention last video is the cheap cards not selling fast at 4 cents. Yeah, I haven't responded all to the comments yet. Coney, welcome by the way. The short answer is no. Is like yes. Direct is great. I don't want to be off of it. But the really low value cards, because of the way Direct works, I thought you could have separate, like you could run both at the same time. You could run free over 5 on one side and then the Direct side, and it kind of works that way. But the issue is that if it is available as a Direct card, you cannot go under 40 cents. And there is a surprising amount of Pokemon bulk on Direct that I never thought would have been. So a lot of these bigger orders that I was getting have slowed down to the point where it might be worth making a change. Making a second account. This is kind of what I've been was talking about in the video and kind of hem-hawing on, is doing a second account on TCG Player, or doing a second account on TCG Player and doing the eBay thing more seriously. God, I wish the glare. Oh, it's because they're hollows. That's why. Just finished zipping some inventory. That's what's up. Yo, Hectic, what's good, brother? I haven't forgotten about you. I will have you on the show. I just have a lot of busy. busy. Jacked. So this is like unsorted. Well, it's kind of set sorted. I have one box I think that's kind of set sorted, but we're just kind of looking for cards that are jacked. So is that why you thought about running 2 accounts? I heard you had to get them to approve it, but it's not happening as frequent as of late. You can make a second account without an issue. You just have to have a separate, you can't use the same checking account. That's why a lot of people get rejected. So I have an application in to get a second checking account, which shouldn't be a problem. And then it's whether or not you can get fast track to level 4, because I've been selling for so long. When I got approved for Direct, they even said in the email, hey, if you want a second account, let us know and we can bump you up to level 4. So that is a thing. It's just, that's, these all look good for the most part, I think. Those are a little jacked. Yeah, those. I got this stuff for like super cheap, and there's a reason for it. A lot of the reject stuff, I just kind of put in a separate pile, and then I put it in like, box it up for like giving to kiddos and stuff. Not necessarily kids, like I'm not trying to give kids crap, but you know. But yeah, so it's figuring out how far I want to take that, which is why I was really thinking about just blasting it up, blowing it all up, and starting all over, so I could fix any inventory issues along the way. It'll make it easier to split the inventory between eBay and TCG Player. Fucking gotta de-sleeve all this stuff now. But then, like, making the second account, it's like, well, making a second account, eBay is already kind of like a second account, so it might be worth just throwing the really low value stuff on there for like $1.79, free shipping. You know, might come a little slower, but you know, lots of, I don't want to say second guessing, but there's lots of ideas floating around. Yeah, to be honest, you might need to keep separate inventory. Yeah, it's yeah, it'll be, and honestly, it's possible that I might just take Pokemon off of like the direct account period. Like all Pokemon is going to be non-direct, and then all the Magic and other stuff will be. That's an option. Sleep bulk is both a blessing and curse. Good to know they're taken care of. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Although I'm still on the fence of direct when 90% of my stuff is 5-cent cards. Well, Kwani, that's the exact issue I'm in right now, is that I'm selling stuff, but it's all like, you know, the more popular Pokemon, the things that are playable. And a lot of stuff gets a bump from that 5-cent floor to 40 cents, but it moves so much slower that it may not be worth it. My whole goal the entire time was to get to the point where I can do direct, so I can do Magic mass openings. So Pokemon not necessarily working, even though like I've talked about Pokemon more than other games, isn't necessarily like a horrible thing. It's just, you know, it might be time to switch it up. Paints! There is a Wild Paints in the chat. What's up, dude? I switched over from TCG Player to eBay. Bro, listing became so much faster. Really? I feel like eBay is so much slower. That's half the reason why I didn't go over there. Is just like, I feel like it's slower. There's no repricer, so like figuring out the cards I want to put on there. Yeah. I was gonna ask, did you redo? Yo, what's up, Don? What's going on? Did you do your? I haven't done anything yet. I talked about it. Oh, these are all jacked. That sucks. Those are beyond. Those are beyond jacked. A bunch of water damage. All the other stuff was good. I would have thought it'd move faster, to be honest, since it's on the front page. I did too, but it's okay. I mean, I'm technically still getting about the same amount I was a week just in bulk, which was like the, you know, 300-ish. But you know, it's a learning experience. You know, I think my issue is I've been so like in on bulk, and I still am. God, these are like all jacked. So this whole entire box next to me is all hollows and reverses, and I told him that it looked like a decent amount was damaged, so I'm only paying him a cent per card. And he said yes, really fast. And that got me worried. And I'm glad I did that, because a lot of this is... Yeah. Don't switch it up, please. I have cards to sell you. Well, we can still figure something out, but yeah, Yeah. I think Magic on direct account is where it's at. Keep the Pokemon, keep the second account for Pokemon with 50 cent or 20. Smith, that's exactly where I think I'm going to go. Although I also think that I'm going to institute a limit. Like, and I said it in the video that I put today, like, once I hit like 50 copies of a card, then put the overflow on eBay. So that way I'm kind of tackling two different... Uh-oh. Yoink. You know, putting things in two different places. That might help things out too. It's just nice being able to make the decision, you know? I think after almost a month without sales on eBay, I got 4 this morning. Have you been listing the whole time, Rick? It has to... Well, Coney, it's not because they have it. They have to have it. Oh my God. Oh. There is no option anymore. If it is on direct, your floor price is 20 cents and you have nothing to say about it. Those are all jacks. Sucks. Seeing the thing with eBay of needing constant new listings, from what I hear, is way too much for me to keep up with. Well, it is, but also you can batch them out. So like what I was doing just to keep appearances was I would schedule 1 listing out a day on Sunday, and I would just do 7 listings. So I was still doing it daily, but yeah, oh my God. Like these are all, I don't know if you can... Like on the edge there, like they're all water. Oh, there you go. Boom. Sad. I'm glad I gave these a once over before I took them in. Someone's getting hooked up big time. Might be all jacked, but free's free. I'm looking into it as well. Will help keep all my inventory and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you know, with eBay too, like I just got my subscription to Card Uploader. So I need to spend a day kind of learning that. Oh my God, like all this Mega Evolution's all freaked. Oh my God. Oh, this is the peril of buying bulk from people sometimes. Why? You can't go crazy when you're buying stuff from people. Yep. Jacked. Hey, those are probably good. They're sleeved. Jacked. Yeah. This box is depressing. I might just put this away and do it later. I don't want to see any more of this. Journey Together. Well, let's see. No, it's possible paints. I bought them from a dude, so it's possible that he didn't know what he was buying. And all right, Temporal Forces stack of 4 cards. It's like, well, it's not even edgeware. It's like water. I'm gonna try to find. It's gonna be hard to see, but like, yeah, like, yeah, you see, kind of like that. Like they're all like that, where it's like a tad bit of water damage or something. It's been a while since I've bought bulk from an... Ooh, Cosmo Hollow. We win. 1 singular Cosmo Hollow that will probably pay for A third of the box. We win. Winning. Winning. We got there. Yeah. Is all garbage. Fire, love those wins. Yeah, you better believe it, dude. What's up, Bulk? Yeah. Ooh. Sleeved Pikachu. That's a $1.99 eBay card, probably, right? Winning. All right, we're gonna grab one more stack out of here, and if this is as jacked as the rest of them, this may not be bad. This will be worth a second look. Oop. Trash. Trash. These aren't looking too bad. Never mind. Okay. Well, this entire box is garbage. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with this. I think the best I found in Generations and some XY hollows thrown in. That's not bad. Dude, XY evolution stuff is crazy too. So I brought a couple other boxes to set sort. So this dumpster fire of a box is gonna make someone very happy. I buy Japanese bulk 2 and found me an Oshawott IR. Dude, A, that's awesome. B, it's almost inevitable that if you buy enough, you will always find 1 or 2 random illustration rares or something. Almost all the time. This can go right there. Do some stuff that we know isn't jacked up. Is that Japanese? Ooh, is this Journey Together? Got some Journey Together. Maybe we'll find some Dunsparces. Oh, 151. Love finding 151. Yeah, I wonder if it's even worth it to go into direct with maybe Pokemon. I'm glad I get to hear your experience. Yeah, I'm glad I get to share it because I thought it would be worth it. But also the reason I'm going to show it off tomorrow or Wednesday. I have so much stuff that's good. Like $1 to $5 range that I have never posted because I keep grinding all the bulk, that if I were to blow everything up, it's going to be fine. It'd just get me to focus on, the more important stuff first, which is something I've always suffered with because I have such an affinity for bulk. Phantasma Flames. Oh, we overextended there. Is that gonna... Can you see those better? Okay, at least you can see them better, at least. I found that PRE Umbreon... The SIR bike? Oh my god. I had some Japanese Pokepads listed, and those aren't even moving for me. Yeah. I really find the common stuff to have more value in Japanese, perhaps due to print quality. I would agree with that. I mean, the commons and commons do sell paints. It's just... It's the price at them. Like, that's why when people say they have success selling common cards on TCG Player on eBay all the time, it throws me for a loop. But that's where I really think having a second account for Pokemon is going to be the best way to go. Phantasmal. Oh, Temporal Forces. Found a lot of Cosmos Pokeballs. Is that... Oh boy, is it? So this is like just a random stack I did last night. I did like a 5K. A bunch. You always find so many trick or trade cards, but like, you know, Pokeball, bunch of Cosmos trick or trades, random old 25th anniversary cards, Umbreon McDonald's promo. Found this little $5, $6 Charizard, some other Cosmos Hollows. It's just all like, this is eBay stuff right here for me. When I start taking it seriously, Japanese bulk for me on eBay is $5,000 a month revenue alone. English is maybe 1 to 2K tops. That's a lot more than I would have thought. Yeah, Hot Runners, Ghastlies, couple Umbreon. Those are probably a couple bucks. That's definitely good eBay stuff right there. Cosmos Hollows, some older Energy, some older like Sun and Moon. I think that's Sun and Moon, or XY Energies. What else is in here? I think there's other good stuff. Trick or Trade. Ducks Noir, those are a little older. Random Sabrina Tag Team promo. Pikachu. Oh, these are the anniversary ones for this year. I don't know how those got in there. Yeah, I think I've sold more Cinderace Cosmos Hollows on eBay than I have literally anything else. A couple EXs, Pokeball. Yeah. At this point, have you considered just dropping from Direct and just not nuking your inventory? No. I like Direct. And like I was saying, I did it. I always wanted to be on Direct because I had gotten into doing like little baby mass box openings, and I want to do that more. Oh, there's some Japanese 151. That's a nice little thing. I always wanted to do that. And for that, Direct is amazing. And the thing with Direct is once you're on it, they won't boot you out unless you're just miserable. So if my sales tank for a month, they're not going to kick me out. So now that I'm in, I can start going hard on Magic there. And it was an experiment. I didn't know how good Pokemon would or wouldn't be, so I definitely don't want to leave. And then as far as like nuking, not nuking, the main reason that I want to nuke is the amount of like errors I've been finding pulling return invoices. Like, so many things are either down a card, up a card, and those are probably from refunds or, you know, mispacks in my part. In my old apartment, when I had like literally 4 boxes sitting on top of each other, and sorting and keeping things organized was a hard problem. And I'm seeing that more and more, and trying to make those corrections while on Direct, because all you have is just a item by item invoice. There's no easy way to check. You know, if someone orders a Pidgey and you go into the order tab, you'll see like 13 Direct orders with Pidgey on it. So then you have to open each one, figure out how. It's a pain. So it's almost worth it to just delete it all, start from scratch, do it in tandem with eBay. And honestly, I wouldn't be lying if it wasn't a little bit of a content thing too. Like, this is what it looks like when you decide to start over, when you have a decent amount of stuff like I do, and this is what you can expect, and this, that, the other. So it might be more of a social experiment than anything else, but I'm pretty much on the line of pulling the trigger. The hard part is getting your listing pushed to the top. Once you do multi-quantity with sales on them, they will appear at the top. Yep. Tap for Games. Hey, Bronze, how's it going? I'm going good, man. How are you, dude? TCG Player Pro is absolutely worth it because you get access to Mass Price, which is their repricer, and you have to have that. That is a necessity. Otherwise, you're going to have to reprice every single one of your cards every day, and it's going to be absolutely miserable. And I would highly say do not do that. I hate starting stuff before Scarlet and Violet. You know what's funny is I never did until recently, and now it's like ew, yellow bordered cards. This is disgusting. This is gross. So no, Mass Price. So you have to be able to, in order to apply to be a pro seller, you have to be level 4 and have to have whatever inventory threshold. Then once you meet those 2 requirements, you can apply to be a pro seller, which once you become that unlocks the repricer, which is Mass Price. And honestly, like if they had, I think at one point they had like a inventory limit, and they're pretty easygoing with that. So I wouldn't, you know, if you feel like you're ready, just apply. If they don't want you, they'll tell you you need more, but they approved way more people before the limit than not. I can't believe we haven't found one Dunsparce yet. This is sad. Very sad. Mistakes is my middle name. Yeah, what's up, Retro Mike? Dude, episode 1 of week 0. That was a little more shocking than I thought. That was good, though. Yeah, but market price is skewed with the 40 cents. So how are people getting around with the elevated market price? This might be... I don't know the answer to this. I'm going to be straight up with you. My guess is that because, like we were talking, Pokemon is maybe not a as friendly direct thing as Magic, that all these, so many cards are like 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, that even if they're getting skewed 100%, that's still making them an 8-cent card. I can't believe we haven't gotten one Dunsparce. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's, you don't know. I don't know, but it's not making as its impact on this lower stuff for Pokemon than it is for other games. And I think I'm kind of in the minority of how much bulk I actually list for Pokemon, so... Yeah, get CSV capitalized with 4, but Mass Price prior pro. Yep. Does Mass Price allow me to match market with a 4? Mass Price lets you do literally everything. You can do match market price, match low price, match high price, match market plus or minus a certain amount of money, certain amount of percentage. I usually just go with market price, but there's a lot of people, and you can do filters. So you can do market price at 15 cents, but every card over $5, I want it to be market plus 10%. Or whatever. And you can have multiple rules too. So like for direct, I'll run a marketplace rule, so that way if there's cards that don't have a price, they get a price, and then a direct rule 30 minutes later, so it updates to all the direct pricing. There's so much stuff you can do with it, and it's easily worth the 2%. Why did the Dunsparce explode in price? I don't know. Usually it's playability stuff, but a lot sold right at once. And I went through all my boxes and found like 20 of them, and they all sold. So I don't care. It's kind of crazy we haven't found one singular one in this giant stack of Journey that we have to our left right here. That's a little silly. No, yeah, it's NL's it is on. You set a timer. So you can say 12 o'clock. I've run mine at 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. So 12 a.m. runs the rule, 12 p.m. runs the rule. Otherwise, you have to go in there and click market price or whatever on every single card every single day. And once you start getting to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 cards, It is an impossible task, and the money you'll save and the time that you'd be spending is worth it alone. Wow, not one single one. That's insane. Uh-oh, did we just put some of another set? We did. We almost did it. Surging Sparks. Oh, this was regarding mass price. Oh, yes. Okay. The current market price is elevated above the general low due to New Force Net 4. For example, most people are around 50 cents, but market will say 28. Yes. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying. That's why, I mean, that's another reason why